catch up with reality without completely overturning it. Crews adapted their tactics accordingly. Platoons often paired 75mm Shermans with 76mm variants, creating a flexible force where one could focus on blasting infantry positions while the other hunted tanks. Coordination with tank destroyers and artillery remained important, but the frontline burden shifted decisively toward the Sherman. In effect, the 76mm blurred the distinction between support, tank, and tank killer, forcing a doctrinal compromise that proved more effective on the battlefield than theory had ever suggested. The psychological effect was just as important as the material one. Crews who had once felt condemned to sacrifice now believed they could fight back. Letters and after-action reports reveal the shift in tone. Tankers spoke less of helplessness and more of determination. Survival was still never guaranteed, but the despair of facing German armor had given way to a sense of parity. This mattered deeply in sustaining morale through the grinding campaigns of early 1945. The Germans noticed as well. Where once their armored spearheads could advance with confidence, they now faced resistance that cost them dearly. German after-action reports acknowledged the improved American guns, and Panther and Tiger commanders began to treat Sherman formations with greater caution. Every lost tank was a blow the Wehrmacht could ill afford. Ultimately, the 76mm Sherman represented the United States' ability to adapt without losing momentum. It was not the most powerful tank of the war, nor the most heavily armored, but it arrived in numbers unmatched by any other combatant. By the time Allied armies crossed the Rhine in March 1945, the 76mm Sherman had become the workhorse of a mechanized juggernaut. Its widespread presence ensured that no matter how formidable the German tanks remained individually, they could never stem the tide. The American tank arm had matured. What began as an experiment in mass production had evolved into a balanced force, capable of answering the most dangerous threats on the battlefield. The lessons of Normandy and the Ardennes had been costly, but they had forged an army better equipped for the final drive into Germany. And with that drive came the inevitable question: had the 76mm truly solved the Sherman's weaknesses, or was it merely a stopgap in a war won by numbers and logistics? As the Allies crossed the Rhine and pushed into the heart of Germany, the struggle between Sherman and Panther entered its final act. For German crews, the aura of invincibility had vanished. Panthers and Tigers still destroyed many Shermans, but the battlefield no longer belonged to them. Each engagement carried risk. Each destroyed